There you go. Hey, live right here on the Wrong Brothers. Guess what? Live and in Jacksonville. It is me. My name is AKBAD. You know who this man is.
We are back.
It's the Goose Man in the house.
It's been a while, ain't it, back?
It's been a while, man. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Let me make sure you can be seen in the picture.
Let's see.
Yeah, we chilling in Jacksonville, Arkansas. Now, we usually do it in Pine Bluff. You know, we're always in Pine Bluff. But this time we're in Jacksonville in the backyard. What do you think of Jacksonville, honestly, in comparison?
Very nice.
You know, Pine Bluff, Arkansas is a very unique town.
Very.
And people been trying to get Pine Bluff to, what I say, the next level or just on the decent level?
Next level. They right here now.
They down here right now.
They right there.
No, that's what Pine Bluff is. Right here, man. Right there. Barely. You can't see much.
They trying to make an effort.
Pine Bluff is trying to make an effort.
They make a real effort.
I don't remember Pine Bluff making an effort anywhere.
Well, you know, it's been a while. You know about stuff we say on this show. We really do the truth sometimes. You know that. Well, let's go back down. Remember, what we're gonna do? We're gonna rehash some stuff.
We're gonna rehash some stuff. Okay. All right, we're gonna rehash it right here on video. All right. What are we rehashing? What are we rehashing now?
You know that on Main, we already told them. We need to take a bowling ball right.
We need to get a wrecking ball and knock the place down.
You know what?
Downtown Pine Bluff needs to be knocked down with a wrecking ball. We made that painfully clear.
You know what? Guess what now?
What?
The buildings falling down on their own.
The buildings are falling down on their own.
Yeah.
But they're collapsing. The damn buildings are collapsing. Look at this. Hold up. The fire department has already made an order that if a fire happens in those buildings, now y'all correct me now. If a fire happens in any of those buildings downtown, the order is not to go inside of those buildings, which is a wise decision. Because, you know, brothers getting killed up in those buildings. You know, trying to fight fires and trying to save lives and stuff. And like that lieutenant, I think it was lieutenant or captain or whatever, I can't remember. I'm sorry about that. But he died because of the same issue. And, oh man, those old abandoned buildings, no way.
And y'all
tear down with a wrecking ball.
You know, they also talking about rerouting the parade too down there.
You gotta make sure the people can hear you too now.
You know they talking about rerouting the parade down Main Street because of collapsing buildings.
Collapsing buildings?
Yeah.
You mean so all of a sudden now the buildings are falling down? Suddenly they don't want people to walk down the street.
Give me something to drink.
Now wait a minute. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, y'all are the dumbest people on the face of the planet. I said it. If you're gonna move the parade from going up and down the streets of Main Street. Now, oh yes,
they're gonna reroute it.
That's worse. Look, all the buildings are downtown. All the buildings been collapsing for many years. And yes, nothing's changed. It's the same bad buildings, right? Collapsing and falling apart, right? They've always had the parade on the same street.
Do you feel, Mac, man? They need a parade.
They need a parade.
You know, if you ain't got no parade, it's just dead.
Pine Bluff itself is dead because of the mentality of the town. And nothing's there because everybody's sleeping.
They need a parade. They need to get the Jerry curls done. They get the suits, get the hair done.
You said get your Jerry curls
done. Get the hubcaps. Get your eyebrow lashes and all that little kind of mess. They need a parade. You just can't dispute all that. Third wheel. Like, man, you just too high on Pine Bluff.
They need a lot. They need a lot done. And rerouting a parade is not going to do it for Pine Bluff. Rerouting a parade? Is that what they really talking about doing?
Help. They worry about, how I want to put it, safety issues. Safety.
Okay, so let's just say a parade is going on down the middle of Main Street. A building collapses on the side of Main Street.
Yeah.
How's that going to injure? Do they? Wait a minute. Hold on.
People on top of the building watching the parade.
People on top of what buildings?
On the building. They be on top of the building watching the parade.
Why would anyone jump on top of an abandoned building?
You know how Pine Bluff folk does. You ain't confused, is you? You got all the houses.
So also today we got a chance to tour around a little bit of Jacksonville, Arkansas, right? And my man here from Pine Bluff now got a chance to go and visit the community center over in Jacksonville, Arkansas. Now, we were talking about that earlier. What did you think of that?
Nice.
Tell the people what they actually had in it and why Pine Bluff would benefit.
They got a swimming pool.
Mm-hmm. Swimming pool.
They got a weight room.
Nice swimming pool too, ain't it? Olympic size.
Yeah.
Olympic size, yeah.
And you got
weight room, big weight room, huge weight room.
Got
a gymnasium, a very nice gymnasium with scoreboards.
And they got people in there wrestling.
Oh, they had a judicial, judo competition going on there at the community center.
And they got another part. What other part they got in the some room they call it?
The racquetball.
No, the
racquetball room.
As you leaving.
As you're leaving. The nursery.
Nursery. And then another on at the gallery or something where they meet to have meeting section.
Absolutely, they had a little meeting area.
Yeah,
they got
all in one building.
Yeah, and then a banquet.
Yeah,
hall,
banquet hall. It don't cost that much. Don't cost that much.
No.
It's just we ain't ready for that level.
Who's not ready?
Pine Bluff ain't ready for that level.
Pine Bluff has been ready for that level.
What is the city leaders to stop us from getting this on?
The city leaders are
doing
the city leaders of Pine Bluff, and I use that term loosely. Leaders, I say that loosely because I can't seem to think of another word to say at this time. But you are supposed to be leaders, but you really aren't leaders. Pine Bluff's city council people. I'm just saying that right now.
Some of them got tired. Some of them doing a job. Some of them not.
Yeah, and it's got to be a reason why there's nothing positive that comes from the city of Pine Bluff. With the money that they're being made and the money that's supposedly being allocated for certain things, it seems like nothing ever gets done, and there's got to be a reason. And if the citizens of Pine Bluff really, really, really wanted to find out the answer to this, they could. They could. Man, this sun is coming down kind of hard over here. We may have to take this over there where the shade is.
Pine Bluff is glad to be back with y'all. So get your popcorn, get your Coke, get it wherever you need.
Yeah.
You see, I got my slushy.
Because we got the jam doctor in the house. In Jacksonville,
Little Rock.
So we gonna get in the shade over here. We gonna bring in part 2, and we gonna show y'all how to do it for real. And we're gonna talk a little bit about what they've seen, what he's seen here in Jacksonville, what needs to be done in Pine Bluff, and we're gonna cover a whole bunch of other stuff that we've been missing, right?
Yeah. And thank you for dropping through, Pine Bluff. We love you. We love you. Welcome.
All right, make sure you're in the picture here, because
yes, sir.
you're going to have all these people looking
at we want y'all to look at us, yeah.
So anyway.
Yes, sir. It gets better. Yes, sir.
This man not used to be in front of the camera. He's radio and behind the scenes with a microphone, keeping things going.
I do club too now.
Yeah, he does a club thing too.
I am an entertainer.
He is an entertainer.
I do a hell of a job.
Oh, well, there you go.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. So anyway, so what we have here is a situation. The situation is, we got Pine Bluff that has way more people, more population, but it just happens to be a whole lot of black folks. And it seems like black folks just don't seem to care. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's just me. I'm just saying it. Look, this is my problem with Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff had all these white folks that were there, started up these businesses. Let's be honest. They started up these businesses, built up all these buildings. This was years ago. Eventually, the white folks said, you know what? We tired of being around y'all black folks. That's exactly what happened. And they got up and they moved away. Well, the people who didn't have the means to do those things, or at least the frame of mind, stayed in Pine Bluff, right? So now you got nothing but Negroes in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with all these buildings and all these facilities are still there for them. What are you going to do with what's already been presented to you? Are you going to build it up and make something better for yourself? You've been saying so much that black folks just do this, black folks, and Lord, black folks, what have you done?
It's already dilapidated. What are they going to do something already?
It's dilapidated.
Who won't put something in? Well, we have a problem with black folks. They too busy hating on each other. I won't see the other brother do nothing to what they can. I guess it's just a trend. That's what they do.
That's what they do. But that's what black folks are just proving themselves to be all about, especially in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Listen, let me ask you something. Who is to blame for all of the crap that you're seeing in Pine Bluff right now? Is it the white folks who have the money, who left, who are no longer whatever in that city? Or is it the black folks that do live in that city who just sit and fester in this bullshit and never even try to do anything any better? Who's at fault? Who's at fault?
AKBAD really is a hard person.
That ain't no hard question. It's the black folks that's the problem. It's the black folks that's the problem. Look at this. I'm black. I'm black. And I'm telling you right now, it's the black folks that's the problem.
The thing work out.
It's the black folks that's the problem.
The thing work out a whole lot. It's different. You got a lot. You got to look at a whole lot of different things in there.
All right, what am I looking at?
I can understand, like all this shooting going on. I always hear that they doing it every time it is.
Yeah, of course, but that's excuse.
Can I get something in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me shut up.
I'll let you have. But like I said, I thought, when the time comes that all about it, anyway you right. I always go around right. With you.
Right.
But I say it brought it down. You right, but it's the blacks that pull the trigger.
The black folks.
And it's sad to see a lot of our young folks is the one to pull the trigger.
Pulling the trigger in what way?
Killing each other.
You talking about the murders and the homicides?
Yeah, that too. But all that is, like I said, the people put it there. They put it there. The whites put it there for a but. Let's be honest with it. We tear up stuff.
Right.
We tear it up.
Grand opening.
You're right. We tear
grand closing.
We tear it open. They put them in a condom. Give them 2 or 3 days.
Yep.
It's tore up.
That's what black folks do, right?
We try to keep this balance here.
Well, keep it true. I'm blaming the black folks, right?
You beat them over the head.
I'm talking about the black
years and years. But it's some good blacks out there.
You would think I'm an Uncle Tom as bad as I talk about how black folks need to improve. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I think that black folks need to improve,
they call
man.
Me Uncle Tom. I got white church.
Then that's something.
And I mix the black and the white. But at the end of the day, I gotta get paid. They ain't gonna pay me.
Hey, that's the other thing that really gets me about Pine Bluff. They dog you out because you work at a predominantly all-white church. You manage the building. You've been doing it and handling that facility for over 25 years, right? Handling it and doing a wonderful job, and they appreciate you, and you appreciate them.
Yeah, I appreciate them being my service for 25 years.
And they show their appreciation to you,
right.
And they express their appreciation and things like that. Black folks give you a hard time. Oh, well, you get paid by them white folks. Okay.
Can't hang out with them on the football game. Well, you see.
So my question to you black folks that put a person down like my man Goose, what white man writing your checks?
I asked him the same thing.
Because it's probably a white guy writing their checks because it's more than likely not a black person writing their checks. Now, what we need to be asking ourselves is, why is it that black folks aren't writing paychecks that heavy? How come it's always the white folks writing the paycheck? That's the thing. Black folks are too scared to get out and do business, talk about money, talk about liquid assets, investing, any of that stuff. We don't talk about any of that stuff at the kitchen table.
Well, like we have to uplift our people.
How you gonna uplift if you ain't teaching?
They need to apply themselves.
How did they apply themselves? They never learn.
They got to learn. We just can't.
But how they gonna learn?
See, this a new era of generation coming up now. Yeah, ain't no talking to them, ain't no this and that. On the answer now is shooting, but it's just shooting. We got to set a positive example for these folks on the road, brother. So, and me and AKBAD, we try to do it.
Look, I'm just trying to say, man.
What you call me?
It's a circle.
What you call me?
What I say?
You said.
What I say? What I say?
So like you said, nigga. Go ahead.
No, but I guess what I'm saying is, it's like, we talk up. Yeah. About black folks, we try to bring them up, and I appreciate it. I see black folks we got to uplift our people. Okay, what is your definition of uplift? These people, we just want to say all these positive things about our race. Well, why would you say all these positive things if you're not getting across to them? All right, for example, we're sitting there talking about, it's not all the black folks' fault. We need to learn about this. We need to learn about that. I've heard a lot of people say that. We need to learn about entrepreneurship. We need to learn about this. Okay, how are we expected to learn about these things? But we have family members that are actually entrepreneurs. Right. The answer is, in most cases, no. A lot of black folks tried to call themselves being entrepreneurs for half a second, realized it was difficult, and they had no safety net. So all of a sudden they quit. Oh, I better go back to the white man where it's safe. And keep on enslaving myself to this dude so I can make this consistent money. That's exactly what black folks have learned to do. They're afraid to go out there and make that stand and do something that's scary. That's completely against everything you ever taught. And that's the thing that's so scary about black folks. We're never taught about entrepreneurship. Like I was saying, liquid assets, money market, investing, or anything like that. We're not doing any of those things. So I think we are our own enemy. That's what I think. I think that we have become our own worst enemy, and that, you know, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, bottom line, you got to get up off our butts.
Man, my shirt is raining.
And do something. Like I said, they've been waiting on white folks to do stuff for them, for carrying them for years and years and years. Now you got to come and do something for themselves. But now you got to get it. You got to flat foot get it now.
You got to. You got to.
They're not gonna fall sky but some rain.
Already. I look at it like this, man. If you got to work and you gotta make money, right? You gotta make money to live, right? To eat, right? You got to. If you gotta make money and you gotta work, why would you purposely try to do something that you don't love doing? That is what I call volunteer slavery. That's what I call it. I call it volunteer slavery. That's what I call it. Now, I'm putting a pause on that. I want to let that sink in on y'all for a minute.
Most of them sell their ways.
Oh, yeah, they settle in their ways, all right.
You know we got one brother. Give him a shout out. We got one brother right here, Albert King.
Albert King Jr.
King. You know, he loves to wear that Pine Bluff shirt.
Albert King Jr.
No, that's all for you, King.
Albert King Jr.
Albert King. That's my dog. That's my dog.
He need to run for office. Albert King need to run for office.
I call him black advocate. No. Second black advocate.
With a positive attitude like that, he should run for office. But you think he'll be able to get anything done if he ran for office?
You gotta kiss some booty and lick some
baby. But see, he ain't gonna kiss no butt. He ain't gonna kiss no butt. You got Albert King Jr.
Well, they gotta understand this in this land of world.
This has turned out to be a commercial for Albert King Jr.
In this world, you better kiss a little butt, get where you want to go. You go, come on, black folks.
I ain't kissing no butt. I'm sorry. I'll be left behind.
You gotta do a little something, get what you want to get now.
I don't
know. You gotta do something.
You gotta do a little something. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one, man. Live from Jacksonville. That's what the man said. Straight from Pine Bluff. He came all the way down to Jacksonville to tell y'all gotta kiss some butt every once in a while, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta smooch on some booty for a little bit.
What they do? Hey,
you gotta do it, huh? In corporate, you got the politician. Yeah, you got the city council. So it's all political.
You got to go along with them to pass what you want to pass. Like that, I got to break it down to them like that.
That's true.
That's basically what you got to go along. They look flow. You vote some. They come. You vote for them. They come back and push what you pull.
Well,
that's how they way. It's just in fact just licking butt. That ain't my thing. I don't like doing it either. But sometimes you just got to give and take. Give and take.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I tell you
keep it real.
Well, I don't know what's been happening with the city of Pine Bluff. I don't know if they're kissing too much butt or not kissing enough.
Pine Bluff in a funk.
They're more than in a funk.
They're in a funk. You know, it's going to take a lot to get out that funk. Folks got to get outside, come out that side of the bar, and go from town to town and see what other cities are doing. And see can they get something done. That's all. I can see it. I see it in Houston. I see it in Jacksonville. It don't take much. They got plenty of land. All you got to do is allocate money to get this stuff done.
You've seen it with your own eyes. You've seen it with your own eyes.
All they got. It ain't hard.
People in Pine Bluff.
It ain't hard, city leaders. It ain't hard.
This man right here is from Pine Bluff. So am I. And he's been to what? You've been to Houston. You saw it. You saw it in Jacksonville today.
It's right up there. Right down the road.
Right down the road.
Right down the road.
Right down the road. Little bitty town like Jacksonville, Arkansas.
Let's go look and see.
Got it going on. It's very nice. Very nice facility. The community center and the way they set up everything, what they have available for their people. Diversity is huge.
What I like about it, it's a community outreach.
Absolutely.
Outreach. You can come in. Come in.
That's right. Absolutely. Check it out.
You can't be. It don't get no better than that.
It doesn't. It's a small town too.
I don't understand. This can't be done.
It can be done.
I've been talking about it for 20 years. At Pine Bluff.
Pine Bluff, the people aren't going to do it, man. It's that nigga mentality. I said it. It's that nigga mentality. Nigga mentality. where the only business that stays in business consistently in that town, pause, are the churches. And the only reason is because they have tax-free status and they have access to other people's money. And they play on the emotions of the mass majority of people who show up in there. And the emotions they're playing on, which happens to be the largest percentage, is women. They're using y'all.
Them the only ones come to church.
Those the only ones that show up at church consistently. And the only men that you see show up at church consistently are one of two people. It's either going to be the preacher, deacon trustee, which I'm going to put in one category, who works in the church and handles the money, or the gay folks. I said it. I'm talking about the ministers of music. I'm talking about the very active, very emotional men that happen to be in the audience. Those two. Those are the only men that are going to be constantly showing up in the churches. I know I'm going to get comments about this and people are going to say a bunch of negative stuff, but it's true. It's true. And they're probably going to get mad because I came out and actually said it. So that's what's up. But the thing is, man, I mean, that is what's going on in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. That is what's happening. The only business that's really popping is churches. Because you're playing on the emotions of people, you're using up the women, and you're getting them involved, and you're having them to teach their kids a learned response, a learned, what you call it? I'm sure I'll think of it after we finish the record.
Well, you're doing a good job re-educating.
Man, they not listening.
These
people aren't listening. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Because if y'all were listening, especially Pine Bluff people, if y'all were listening, y'all be uprising right now.
Y'all listen
against your own city council.
Y'all listen to AKBAD. Listen to AKBAD, please. Listen to AKBAD, please.
Don't listen to me like that. No, you've been to city council meetings, right?
Yeah, I've been there.
All right. If you could sum it up in a few words, how they handle themselves in the city council meetings. Be honest, be truthful. In Pine Bluff, how they handle themselves in city council.
Laughable. Ain't what's going. Ain't tending no business. Just a comic show. It's all just like some clown. Who gonna try it out? Who's gonna do that?
That's
Nothing
it.
Get done. That's it.
And you're a regular citizen who shows up at these city council meetings just to pay attention to see who your elected officials are doing.
Right. I quit going.
But all you're doing is just checking the elected officials and seeing if they're actually doing remotely what they say that they're about, right?
Mm.
And you see that same thing. And I've heard this time and time again from you. Every time you come back, man, you ain't gonna believe this. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Remember when the mayor got told to take a drug test?
Yeah, I remember it. Your buddy. One of your buddy. We won't call no name right here.
Hey, Drac. Hey, Drac. Nah, we know it's you, man. Forget that. This AKBAD, dog. You know I tell it like it is. I come right out with it.
This your homie.
Does it look like I hold back?
My
man Drac did that. Drac did that. I think Drac hate me. I ain't gonna lie. He don't ever call me. I don't know what's going on with Drac. He don't ever call me no more, man. Ever since that stuff happened with his wife, I haven't heard anything hardly from him, man. That's it. Drac, that's right. I put you out there like that, man. You know it's your boy right here, man. You know I got a lot of stuff popping anyway. I don't need to be hollering and reaching out to everybody.
You already have. You hollering. I thought you hollering. Now what you doing now, nigga? Nigga, what you doing?
You listen to the Wrong Brothers radio show. Goose in the house.
Thank you. Thank y'all for spending a little time with us. We appreciate y'all for clicking on to the Wrong Brothers show. Hey, we couldn't do this without y'all.
My name is AKBAD for the people that don't know. But man, I mean, it's nice to be sitting in Jacksonville, man. For the longest time, I've been trying to get this good man to get on up out of here, man, to go and check it out.
Man, I be busy. That just keep me busy. I do DJ and stuff.
First Presbyterian, y'all gotta let this man have a week where he could just handle his own business outside of the church. You know he loves that church. He speaks highly of that church. Speaks highly of all y'all. Even the new pastor. You speak highly.
You forget. You
speak highly.
You remember my vacation out to that? Went to Houston. He
did go to Houston. He did see what was popping. It just made him worse. It made him worse. He got a chance to see what was popping, and he was real loud. He was mad at Pine Bluff at that point. He knew Pine Bluff could do a whole lot better than what they were doing. But now he's in little town Jacksonville, down here visiting, and then he sees, God, they're doing the same kind of stuff they're doing in Houston.
I mean, like I said, I talk about it all the time. But It ain't something you can get it. It ain't hard to reach. You just reach and bring it down.
Reach and bring it down. That is it. That's
That's all there is to it. It ain't hard to do.
What y'all need to do is consider voting this guy in office.
I know.
But see, he's
No.
too honest. He's
No.
too honest. That's the problem.
I don't want
you
no
can't
office.
have honest
I
people
won't do
in
what
office.
I'm doing right now.
Drinking this.
Take this work. I'm doing this good what I'm doing now. I won't be a leader or nothing, because you know when I be a leader, we gonna run it. You gonna run this team Goose. We run. We gonna run the time. We gonna do what we want to do. We gonna form a team. We gonna get it done.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna do it. We gonna get the job done.
That's right.
All the see the problem, Pine Bluff, too much talking and no doing.
That's right.
That's your problem.
That's the problem.
Everybody want to be I. That is a team. It's gonna take a team for Pine Bluff to grow. People come together and get things done. I need to come together. Then when something go wrong, we shall overcome. Come on now, y'all.
You heard
Come on.
it.
We love you though.
So now I gotta ask you something. Now it's been a long time. Obama's been in office. We spoke about Obama when he first got in.
Another thing, I'm so tired of these fucking commercials. Right, go ahead.
And we talk about Fox News and how they basically are the propaganda delivery device for the Republican Party.
Fox News.
It's obvious. So now that it's almost 8 years later, it's heading that way, right? It's heading that way. What do you think of what you've seen so far of the way these Fox News faggots, I said it, have been putting out fake information about Barack Obama as well as world events. Now, what's this, ISIS now? ISIS is the big thing now. They were talking about this Benghazi thing. I don't know what the hell they were talking about. Nibby, come on in here, girl.
You need Fox News for them folks that don't know no better.
Mm-hmm. This is a live broadcast. Come behind us, please. This is my wife here.
Come on in,
squat down a little bit. Squat down a little bit there. Yeah.
There she go. That's
this
specials right
live
there.
on the Wrong Brothers radio show. This is a woman back here in the back. You need to squat down a little bit.
Come on,
Yeah, she's standing up, thinking that she look better standing up.
Give her.
You know what I'm saying?
This is how we share. We share the bottle. You go ahead and act like
the Wrong Brothers. Get down here with us down here. Yeah, you gotta get in the picture. But anyway, so as you can see, my man Goose got back there in the back. We now have Nivea here, a special guest, just showed up, and a dog. You can't see down here, but it's a dog down here and everything. Live in Jacksonville, Arkansas. Look, Nivea, what do you think of? You moved from Pine Bluff to Jacksonville.
Okay.
All right. Give the people your honest opinion of the differences you've noticed, even though Jacksonville is a smaller town. Okay. It doesn't seem like it though.
Don't be lying now. Don't be lying.
But we need to help her to understand that she needs to talk loud enough for the microphone up here to hear her.
No, it does not seem like it is that small. But Jacksonville is a very peaceful city. The atmosphere is nice. The people are nice.
Diversity.
Yes, very diverse. Very diverse.
How is the people from Pine Bluff to Jacksonville? How is the people from Pine Bluff to Jacksonville? How do you measure them up?
The people?
Yeah.
The people themselves?
Yeah. Not you. Maybe you come back. You would think.
I was gonna say,
I mean, people here know that they have to get up and do something. They know that they have a purpose. Pine Bluff people just kind of sit around and wait for life to happen and pass them by.
Don't want to make it happen.
Right.
So they want to sit around and wait for life to just kind of mosey on by.
Yes.
What about you, Mister? What you think about it? You got a whole bunch. You got 4 hours, huh?
That's a good way to put it.
How long? What you got to say about it? You've been talking about it for a long time.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What I'd say about what?
People in Pine Bluff, how you act?
I think the people in Pine Bluff are good. There's nothing wrong with people in Pine Bluff. I also said that creative, as some of the smartest people I think in the world are probably from Pine Bluff. And that's the truth. No, I would go that far because I'm from Pine Bluff and I consider myself a halfway smart guy. Goose is from Pine Bluff. You're from Pine Bluff. I wouldn't say you are. I'm just kidding with you.
making things happen, boy.
I am making things
She's making it
happen.
poppin'. She got a pop in Jacksonville.
I want y'all to pay attention to something here. I'm gonna put this out here, and I know that many of y'all don't care. You see this woman right here? This woman is making waves in the state of Arkansas. Laws are about to get changed in the state of Arkansas.
Civil rights activists.
Because of this woman and what she did. Did you know that hair braiding is about to become legal for black women? If you have a skill in braiding hair, you're going to be able, if everything works well, right? To be able to braid hair, open up your own shop, not have to spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars to go get a certification that you cannot use.
Right.
You're actually going to be able to do what your mother and your grandmother and everybody taught you and make big money right now on your own skills because of this woman getting ready to make the laws pass in the state of Arkansas, and this is for real. So I just thought I'd just go ahead and tell y'all, in case y'all are mistaken anything I'm saying. We're just telling you right now that the laws have been totally unjust in the state of Arkansas and other states. That's been keeping black people and other people of culture from being able to practice what they have been taught since day one, doing anything possible to stand in their way and keeping them from economic growth. That's the way I put it. So I think that it's complete crap, and this woman right here thinks it's complete crap, and we getting ready to crap on the state of Arkansas.
It's time for a
plain
change.
And simple.
It's time for a change.
Time for a change. It's getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to happen.
Right,
getting ready to happen. She got to go work on somebody's hair right now.
Thank you.
She got to work on somebody's hair. All right.
I'm out, y'all.
See you later. She ain't cutting nothing. She ain't washing anything. Just in case y'all look at the video saying, "Ooh, that's proof she doing something wrong." No, all she's doing is braiding hair. And if it's wrong, guess what? All you have to do is take it down. That's one thing about it. The cosmetology board says, no, you have to come in here and get all these long certifications, and you got to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. Okay, do y'all teach anything about hair braiding? No. Do you teach anything at all about hair? No. What the heck are you getting a certification from them for? And they don't even touch hair braiding, but you trying to hair braid.
Some people don't want you to make no money, man.
State of Arkansas, backwards. Did y'all hear about the state of Georgia?
You check out what's called legalized marijuana?
Georgia, yeah. They already
Yeah.
talking about it. State of Colorado, already done it. State of Washington, already done it. State of Arkansas had the choice. They screwed up. They voted against it. Why'd they vote against it? Because the white folks that voted against it think that they can't get arrested for having weed. Only black people get arrested for having weed. Isn't that right? That's how it works, and that's how it works in Arkansas. Only black people get arrested for having weed. That's what I said. I said it, so you heard it. I'm just saying it.
On the
it's
Wrong
the truth.
Brothers show.
I said it on the Wrong Brothers. I got close up on the camera so you can see me. I said it.
Do you feel it, Russ?
All right.
Do you feel it coming? Listen up. Listen up. He didn't study.
I did not.
He didn't study. He told it like it was.
Only black people get arrested for having weed in the state of Arkansas. That's the way it works. That's the reason why the white folks been voting against it. Oh yeah, it's a bad thing. Yeah, sure. Let the cops go ahead and keep doing what they're doing.
What a show.
We're not gonna get touched. It's not gonna bother us.
I just hate that show.
I'm just being real.
Irks me.
I'm just being real.
He irks me on the Wrong Brothers. I just turn it off.
I'm just being real.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. I'm sick of them guys. Turn it off. That's why we get all the hits. That's why we get all the hits, y'all.
Anyway, you were just listening to the Wrong Brothers. We did a condensed version. Y'all lucky we didn't just break down everything that we haven't talked about. Because this has been so long.
Yeah, let's talk a little NFL football. You know, we in
NFL football.
Yeah, we're about the third game of the season.
Look, let me tell y'all something real quick about NFL. We know that everybody in the NFL knocking out their wives and beating up their kids and everything else in the world that they want to put on the media. But there is one thing that I think is media worthy. This man right here is a die-hard Dallas Cowboy fan through and through. Blue down through the blood. Blue. Blue, 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 blue.
What was that?
He got a star in his pocket probably too.
He got a star.
But
that star. Haters.
But there's one thing. There's one thing.
That's that star right there now.
But there's one problem.
Believe that. Q.
But
Matthew, believe that.
Anyway.
What's the problem?
There's one problem. Seattle Seahawks are just a doggone good team, man. They look a lot like the Dallas Cowboys used to look back in the day. They act like it. They had the audience acts like them back in the day. Everything, and you got a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans. A lot of them, not just my man here, but a lot of people going. You know what, Dallas, I like you. I've been really with you for years. I'm still gonna cheer for you, but guess what? I'm reality. I know you ain't gonna win, so I'm gonna go and look at these boys over here. And that's what's going on. Everybody looking at the Seahawks right now. So that's just kind of how it works. Seahawks got it going on, man.
The last 3 games, Cowboys find what they're good for doing.
I need a water.
Get your butt
They run
over there where the water is.
They can run the ball, what they should have been doing long. They find that they identify what they can do.
Yeah.
They run the ball. They got to keep the ball out the air. And Roadman go out, we in trouble. And Murray got hold on to that ball. They got a good running back. The defense back, they got.
No, go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house. That boy puts dirt in his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all probably heard me talking. The boy put dirt in his mouth. Come over here crying, talking about, I need some water.
Just a child.
Go in the house and get some water.
You alone.
I didn't put a shovel of dirt in my mouth.
You was a kid, you done the same. Don't be so hard on him.
I've never put that much dirt in my mouth.
You did some stuff.
I put dirt in my mouth, but not like that.
You did some stuff.
That boy had plenty of opportunity.
You go ask mom and dad. Yes, Andrew, you did some things.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's good to have this boy in town. Glad he finally came down to Jacksonville. Look how relaxed he looks. Look at how relaxed he looks. Y'all have seen him on videos before, and he didn't look this doggone relaxed. Jacksonville, Arkansas, man, they finally doing something right that's impressing this dude right here.
I get it everywhere I go. I get impressed by different times.
That's right.
I get impressed, and I try to bring something back to the table if I can. People don't know what many I won't listen what I bring to the table, but I'm gonna bring something to like listen, blacks. If you don't get a position, blacks. Let me get a little closer. Blacks, bring something to the table. Don't come to the table on empty bag. Don't bring something to the table, and you probably get something out of it now. I ain't gonna talk about you like my good friend here. I'm trying to uplift you.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna tear you down. I'm gonna build you back up.
He gonna build you back up, even if he got to lie to you.
You don't do that.
Even if he got to lie to you to bring you back up.
You don't do that.
Look, I don't do that. I'm sorry.
It's some hopeful.
I don't know. You know what I do? I don't bring people down. Hold on. Let me tell you something. I don't bring people down and then try to build them back up right after that. I'll say something nice. I'll say something nice. And then I'll do this number.
You see.
I said, now what did you learn? That's what I say. Now what did you learn?
And you know that, and you always on the churches they save you.
I don't want to leave them on a positive note.
Churches they save you.
I don't want to leave Pine Bluff folks. Churches their savior, not the truth. Oh yeah, let me say something else before I go. I know we've been running our mouth for a while, but I'm just going to come out and say this.
I'm glad to be back on this show.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while.
I have one problem with churches right now, because a lot of them are teaching the people to go in there and not ask questions about things that generally people are taught not to ask questions about, not question. Like, for example, the Bible. If the Bible says something, you don't question it. It's just what it is. You're supposed to just abide by it. That's the way I was taught. Weren't you taught that?
It's up for discussion.
Okay. But if you
it's up for discussion, it's up for discussion.
Right. But if you actually have a discussion and you say, okay, let me play devil's advocate here, because what I'm reading here does not make any sense to me. Here is why. And then you run that down. Oh, you're an atheist. Oh, you're just a non-believer. Oh, you're just this. Oh, you're just that. One thing I've learned about churches nowadays is show up. Leave your brain at home, because you ain't gonna need it at the church. And that's just the way I look at it. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but that's what's happening. That's just me. I just said that little last word. You listen to the Wrong Brothers radio show. This my man Goose in here. He got one more thing to say. I'm sure. No, you cannot.
Maybe you attend to some more churches, and maybe they can give you some more information.
All right.
And Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank
for
you.
making us the #1 show on YouTube.
I wouldn't go that far.
I am. Oh, I predict we #1.
You said number one.
#1. We set the standards and the tone.
We do.
Ain't no show better. If we don't think who else? Well, we tell about folks stepping up.
Okay, step your
If they
game
don't
up.
step it up, if you don't think,
Step your game
if
up.
you don't think, if we don't think good what we doing, why are we doing this show?
We
We
gonna
love you. Goodbye. Act bad. Close us out, my brother.
peace.